Yeah, what a lovely breakaway there from also, as you mentioned, Wendy, both of these teams winless on the day, but both of them would love to change that trend, and they'd love to get their first win. And what a great way to start for the Jesters. Wow, what a lovely graphic. That is beautiful. Get on the next level rugby team. As you see, the Oregon Jesters, they haven't been too far out of it. 17 points difference is what they have had in their first 2 games. But they certainly have come close, only 5 points down in their earlier game. And let's see if they can put on in this one.
We kicked off without production.
Yeah, they've been
kicked
in
off without
every
production.
game.
We're good now.
It's come down to some of those fine margins where they haven't been able to capitalize on a red zone opportunity. So see if they can come together for them. Colorado. Oh, massive hit coming in. It is a bit tall, so we'll come back for a dangerous tackle.
Time off.
Oh, goodness.
Yep, got a trainer. Trainer coming.
Yeah, I think we'll come out for this one. It was just a big hit. I don't think anything malicious in it, but just right at that shoulder line. We're going to chat here.
Do you have a number for the tackler?
Do you have hardware?
Yeah. But I have an upright tackle. I have head contact. It's a low degree of danger for me. I'm going to go with a penalty only. Do you have anything to add to that?
No.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good by Maddie. She's a young referee going through the process in her head. You know, you use your ARs so that they can help validate information for you. I think she's got the right call there, Ike.
But yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think she certainly went through the process, and that's exactly what you want to see from a referee. You want to see, is there danger? Was there mitigation? And yeah, and seeing that process and hearing it out loud as well, especially if you're a player or if you're watching back home, is perfect. So brilliant from the young ref.
Good to see the player back on their feet. Could be just one of those jarring hits that's just, I mean, incredibly painful, you know? Like, they just happen in rugby.
Yeah, definitely. And it's tough as well when you're looking up at a ball, trying to catch it, and then they come in from the side. So you're caught off guard as well.
It's going to be a penalty here. You're good. I'll start time once they're off the pitch. Just hold for me here. All right, we've got a sub coming on. Is sub on? Here we go.
They are going to go ahead and take her out. Hannah Tennant, a step away, 31 years of age, out of Granville, Michigan, as a registered nurse. Good to see her back up on her feet and be able to leave the pitch of her own. And I like that. Let's just take her off. We don't need to worry about it. You know, these are not professional athletes. They're amateur athletes. They have to go back to real life, and so we want to just take care of their bodies when we can. Norcutt tries to get through the line. It's been good to see the Grey Wolves back in the sevens program. It hasn't been their focus for a long time. And they've been under several different monikers. They've been the Glendale Raptors, they've been the Merlins, they've had lots of different names. And they were heavy on the 7 circuit, but took a break for a few years, focusing on their 15s, but back at it now. Good job by Noelle Bear to get around the tackler there. Great snag by Blatnick to keep that ball off the deck, and now finding a little half gap. Orsi defense holding strong to this Colorado Grey Wolves attack. Nice little foot there off the left and then the right for Crawford. Crawford gets them deeper into Oregon territory. Building for the Grey Wolves. The most time of possession I would say they've had today. Be able to work their phases, and now finding some space on the outside. It's Sarah Pennick who's going to go the distance. What a well-worked try by Colorado. It was methodical and it was patient, and they get on the board their first points of 2026 as well.
What a great try. Very patient, methodical from the Grey Wolves. And I've mentioned in previous games, having the patience and being able to work the phase play in sevens is so vital, because you will eventually find that breakthrough, because teams get tired. It's so hard to defend in sevens. It takes so much out of you. But what play, and then a great finish as well.
Go with the restart. drive it pretty deep, just pushing them back a bit. Orsu, first opportunity for them to get hands on this ball. 3 minutes gone, 3.5. San Juanito, 43 years of age. She's my age, folks. Still playing rugby. I love it. Colorado Grey Wolves, though, turn this one over. Oh, what a try-saving tackle that was. Tries for the line, gets it on the second movement, and Colorado Grey Wolves, back-to-back tries for them. Love to see this growth and development from them. It's been a tough start to the day, but now rolling.
Yeah, look at them go here. And I want to highlight Noelle Burr. I had the privilege of commentating the CRCs when she played the NCR College Sevens, and she was brilliant. She was a standout there, and her defense was arguably what forced the knock-on, and then the Grey Wolves. What a great turn of place. They're able to find the extra man, the extra woman, and then a brilliant finish as well.
Showing what Colorado's here to come for, to nationals. Wanted to come here and make a statement. You know, coming in as that bottom part of the bracket can be tough because you know you're going to play the best seeds on day one. You come and weathered the storm of Chicago Lions and San Diego, and now facing this Oregon side who are now on a tear of their own. It's into Casanave's hands. She's got some serious speed behind her. She's got two defenders, and the ankle tap comes in. But Chloe Casanave, 23 years of age, out of Detroit, Michigan, gets on the board. She's an aerospace engineer by day. She's finding her way through the defense to get Orsu into this game.
The aerospace engineer had the jets to run away from the opposition. It was a great try. Really good. So she had a number of defenders in pursuit. Way to keep the ball alive here from the Jesters. It was a great offload. And there was a defender right there, but they couldn't catch her. Ankle tap did come in, but too little too late. And a great score and a great reply from the Jesters.
A restart goes into the Grey Wolves' hands.
Down, roll for me, roll!
Trying to test that edge. Finding a lot of space there, but that's backwards, so they get to keep trying here. Slow to get up is Norcutt. Now back on her feet. Orsu's had to play quite a bit of defense in this first half already. We've been talking about it all day in sevens. Defense is absolutely just lung-busting, exhausting work. It's so much easier to be on attack. And if you've never played rugby, maybe that doesn't make sense in your brain, but I promise. Now Orsu's turned this over. It's a great steal. We're going to try to go around the outside. She's already scored once. Casanave gets the offload on the wraparound. She's in the right spot.
That's clear.
A steal from Colorado. They get the penalty as well.
Great scramble defense from Colorado. Oregon were doing what they do well, keeping the ball alive and making inroads. But way to go from the Grey Wolves to turn the ball around and get possession back.
Halftime. Colorado Grey Wolves in front of this one over the Oregon Jesters. We'll step away, but we'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back. Second half. Colorado Grey Wolves in front of Oregon Jesters by just 2 points. Halftime chat's always critical in sevens. It's just a couple of minutes, but you get that eye-to-eye with your coach in that minute to check in and see how things are going. Orsu's going to come down with
Knock on, no advantage.
the restart and the advantage of a scrum as well.
Scrum down.
Perfect restart from the Jesters. Really just planted it right on the 10.
Yes.
As we look at the Grey Wolves and their pool play so far heading into this game, they hadn't scored. 88 points conceded and they hadn't scored, but they've got 2 tries and they're well in this game. I think it's more so a testament to the difficulty of the group that they're in. They've unfortunately been stuck with San Diego and the reigning champs, the Lions, and that is extremely difficult. You've got one team that holds half of the records and you've got another one that's the reigning champs. You can't ask for a harder group than that.
That's a tough one to come in at that placement in the bracket, but good on them for coming, doing well in this match. They've got the ball as well, so the possession to them. One of the try scorers, Sanave. She gets it off to Marquez, the vice captain, and now it's across the pitch already just like that. Real bouncing ball. She seems so surprised, Rivera, that she got through the defender there. Pressure coming from the Grey Wolves, and they take this one back. Claws are out for the Wolves and into the open now. Looking for more points. They'd love to come away with a win. As we've been talking about, they've been in such a tough pool. Just to come away with one and have a chance maybe at a quarterfinal.
Quick turnover's good.
Spectacular for this young program. Oregon's taking it back, though. We're going to go out to the edge. What can the winger do? Very patient here from the Jesters. Just kind of probing and trying to find some openings that they can play off of. And, oh, the tackle isn't made, so she's able to bust through Marquez. Heavily strapped leg. Doesn't seem to be holding her back. Nice inline. Makes the defender question everything. But Denver taking it away now.
Hold.
Just back and forth stuff here to start this second half. No score yet. 12-10 was our halftime starting point. Nice little hold there, 2-on-1. But look at this defense.
Stay here.
From the Jester, just holding the Grey Wolves here. Big hits coming in as well. Just a little knock on the deck, and they'll be turned over. It's Jester's ball.
Subs on for blue. Time off.
Massive section of ball in play there. See players on both teams, hands on knees as we go back and take a look at the hit before the knock on. Great shot, perfectly timed.
Are subs complete?
Yes. Joe.
Back on. Mark is right here, please. Please make sure we're holding our weight, okay? Step up for me. Mark is here.
Real opportunity for the Jesters. They're going to want to try to take advantage of this. It's pretty good field placement. They are on their own end, but the ball towards the near side of the field, so it gives everybody tons of space. See San Juanito asking questions of the referee, trying to get any advantage that she can. It's into Reed's hand. Reed was really good in their first match of the day. And now picking up off the edge, it's Castor, 20 years of age, Portland, Oregon. Will she have the go-ahead? Look at the pursuers the chase down, but she goes 60 meters. Fantastic from Joanne Castor. Put Jesters ahead in this game.
What pace from Castor. Brilliantly saw the space on the edge. There wasn't much room, but she found it. Still had so much to do, 50 meters, but she took it the entire length of the field. And she's put also back in front at a crucial part of this game with a conversion to come. As we go back and take a look at the replay, just saw the space on the outside. There were 3 grey walls, but she burnt them all. The defenders couldn't catch up to her. And then again, just the knowledge and the IQ to centre the ball and give her team an extra 2 points.
Now it'll be about clock management with about 2 minutes to go. 5 points the difference here. Jesters have to kick the ball, obviously, to the Colorado Grey Wolves. But can they get it back here, or can the Grey Wolves strike back? They want to try to score that try in the middle if they can, but any try sometimes is better than not. But a draw would be tough for both of these teams for any hope to try to get through. Somebody needs to take a W if they can to get those crucial table points. Grey Wolves building from their own end. This is better from them. Really fluid, but that pass not going to be to hand, so Jesters take over in dangerous territory.
Yeah, it's been so much. I know.
Knock on.
Grey Wolves are searching. They're looking for anything that they can do on attack to advance the ball down the field and reply. The time is running out. Jesters have the ball. Just 1 minute to go. As you mentioned, Wendy, clock management. Can they see this game out?
No, you're good. You're good. No. Thank you.
Grey Wolves ball. So a last chance from them. They'll have to go pretty far. Fresh legs on for Jester. You can see here they've loaded up the power in the scrum. So are they going to push through? Here it comes. Not a surprise. Pookie Ao picks it up. Sensational player. So much rugby smarts as well. Look at that. The dummy through the line. It's Mael Reed who will score for the Jesters, and that one is the nail in the coffin. And this one, they'll get their first win of the match, more than likely with a 2-try opportunity there.
That's my bad, lady.
Who needs clock management when you've got power? That's how I like my sevens to be played. Great work from the Jesters, giving us at home something to look out for. And what a way to seal the game. And it wasn't just at scrum time. They then had the burners to go out to the edge. A great way to finish off their pool play. As we look back again, great angle here. So you're going to watch them. Oh, the dummy, the show and go. We've had some brilliant ones today. Have to admit, Wendy and I have been on call for quite a few good ones. And they just keep on coming.
Yeah, everybody's just showing their flair today and love to see it. The dummy is kind of disappeared for a couple of years, it felt like, and it's making a roaring comeback here. But Colorado Grey Wolves, 10 points the difference, but pride on the line as these are their first points today, 12. Can they get another one? Oh, goodness, going through the center is Trahan. She does lose it, and now the Jesters pick it up again. Clock is in the red, but Jesters want to keep going. Points are always important when you come down to the table and you look at these things.
That's fine.
A little scuffle off the ball. Samonita
Touch now.
and Sato getting into it at the bottom of the screen. But no foul, no play there. Orsu will take away their first win at 2026 Club Sevens. They win this one 22-12. Let's take a look at some of the action.
A really back and forth game between both of these two teams. Both of them wanted to notch up their first wins of the tournament. And there was some great rugby on show between the two of them. In the end, also, they just had it in the bag. And they came up with the goods and finished their pool play on a high.
Jesters get their first win of the tournament. They're on their way. What a start for them. They win this one over the Colorado Grey Wolves. We're going to step away, We'll have women's action is going to continue with Pool C coming up next.
Hello again, and welcome back to the 2026 USA Club Rugby 7th National Championships. It is round 3, pool game 3 for these two sets of ladies. It's the HEB Lady Hurricanes out of Hearst, Euless, Bedford, taking on the Orlando Griffins. 15-seeded Griffins here in the orange and blue jerseys, taking on HEB in the white and red. I am Tim Wilkes, joined up in the booth by the Heart of a Lion Award recipient out of Lindenwood University this past season, Mr. Ike Wrigley. And Ike, we've got an excellent matchup on our hands between these two.
Blue, Captain. Good. Blue, time is on.
Kick away here from Orlando. It's Emma Jaramillo. Jumps, as she's referred to. Takes his kick and all the way to the far side of the pitch. HEB on the front foot to start this one off. HEB came into this one with the win 22-7 over the Berkeley All Blues. Orlando in their second match replicated that. They had a 22-10 victory over the Berkeley All Blues. And then both teams with some crushing defeats to Chicago North Shore, so extremely even teams. And what's on the line of this one? It is a national championship berth to continue playing for the Cup. One of these two teams, whoever wins, will punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. HEB still with it. Over the left-hand side as this one jarred loose out of the hands of Tari Okabe. Dishes this one off, keeps things moving.
Nothing.
Forward into contact. Now they'll spin it back. Great defense so far from Orlando. Have them pinned in, but there's the break HEB was looking for. The storm is raging, and the Hurricanes from HEB are going to take this one the distance. And a try on the board. Wako Siua with the score and the first points of the match.
What a great start to the game from the Hurricanes. And you got to say, another show and go. Watch the dummy on this replay when it comes back. We've seen plenty of them today. And it was a great score from HEB. As you mentioned, Tim, the stakes in match, they couldn't be any higher as that conversion missed right. So we're going to have a look at it one more time. Have a look at this. Pump to the right. See you later. Puts on the Jets. So much work left to do, 60 metres, but there was no one catching HEB. They've hit the board first.
HEB have really ramped things up this season. Danielle Wako Siua, the 30-year-old out of Hilo, Hawaii, takes that one the distance for the first points of the match. 2 minutes in, and we welcome you in to Madison, Wisconsin, this next level rugby broadcast. The Pickle Juice, our big sponsor, has been abound today. 70 degrees, but the heat is on here for Orlando, taking it up almost to the 22-meter line, and great work to be able to get their hands on it and get the steal, a big-time turnover.
Brilliant scramble defense. It was a good break from Skrapchanski, but great work from HEB to recover.
Wako Siua, this is her 4th time in this national championship, leads the team with that experience. Opportunity now here on the near side. Great stiff arm, and the Hurricanes extending the lanes again. Lena Lamu around the corner from East Palo Alto, fending off that final defender, but great work to be able to wrangle them back. That's Vanessa Surridge for Orlando. He's a little bit high on it, though. Not sure if I saw the tap there, but Wako Siua has this one, lost it forward, and so Orlando's going to play with it from inside in goal.
You're on
the kick. Retreat is on. Scooped up, nice little step to get around one. Here to the near side comes Bailu.
Get there, get there.
Tackled a little bit separate from her team. Scramble for it. And eventually it's going to be knocked on by HEB, so they couldn't come away with points. And Orlando just scrambling on the back end there, Ike.
Where's your mark, hookers?
Really, really frantic passage of play. Going the full length of the field a couple times. Brilliant scramble defense from Orlando, and then they chose to play on. As we look at the Hurricanes' point differential from their first 2 games, they've been in some tight ones, and their record, 1 win and 1 loss, shows it. Their point differential of -6. They'll want to seal their way to bracket play and get a win.
Ooh, what a big-time tackle. Sophia Peach bruising the offense that time. There's some speed on the outside. Here comes Charlie Ford out of Jacksonville. Slams one to deck and takes it the distance. 2 tries in the last 5 minutes, and the Hurricanes are on top.
Great play from Ford. Way to know that she wasn't held. The defender went over the top of her, so she released, picked up the ball again, and then scored the try. Great IQ, and often that can be the big difference in a game like this one, where the stakes are so high, everyone is very up and about, it's physical. So having that perception and having the clarity of mind to be able to do that, it's great to see from Ford. We're going to watch it again. It's a good break to start off with. And the defender not held, so she released, got back off the ground, and then scored the try. Brilliant play from the number 7.
Great work there for Ford, the IT technician again from Jacksonville. Came from playing football, gridiron style, and so not afraid of the contact. That one knocked on, scooped up by HEB, and they look to make them pay again. Already 2 tries. We've only seen a little bit of offensive play so far from Orlando. Hurricane continue to swarm. Big time collision. Madeline Lambert into contact. Keeps things moving. This Hurricane squad had the loss earlier to a tough North Shore squad, but they have come to play here in match 3. Try number 3 in the first half for HEB.
The Red River Champs have been so dynamic on attack in this first half. Brilliant piece of footwork from Bailu. We've seen it a couple times. When she gets the space, you have to watch out for those dancing feet. And what great play from her to get under the sticks. 19 unanswered points from this HEB team as we watch a lovely left-footed step. And then had the speed to get away and put it under the sticks. How is Orlando going to respond?
Yeah, well, they had a great performance again against Berkeley All Blues, put up 22 points, so they have a potent offense. But here in sevens, possession is the key. Nice little back step there. Fakes out the would-be tackler, takes it over to midfield stripe there for Jennifer Fasano. That's what Orlando needed, but right into the teeth of the defense, and Charlie Ford's more than ready to make that tackle. Spin it off to the right-hand side. Here comes Jaramillo, and she'll split the defense. 30 meters out, going to get tracked down from behind. Great work from HEB, and a knock on there. Unfortunate stuff, and it's the defense from HEB that seals the deal in the first half, Ike. We will step aside, though. A great first half of action. Hurricanes on top. We'll play this final 7 minutes when we return from Wisconsin.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back. Match pool play number 3 on the women's side here at the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships. We welcome you back up here in the booth in beautiful Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Tim Wilkes, joined by Ike Wrigley. And Ike, it was a good first half, but HEB dominated the ball, dominated with speed, and are up on the board 19-0.
Ready? Good. White.
Yeah, you said it. Dominating performance in the first half, and Orlando need to respond. This is a massive game. The winner of this decides who goes through and takes the second spot in this pool. And Orlando, they'll know that. But it is whether if they can respond on the field.
Mark's here.
Taria Okab almost took that one the distance, but knocked it forward as it was bounced about there. Take a look at Orlando. A little bit of a worse loss against Chicago North Shore, 0-39 the final score there. So that's why the point differential lacking a little bit compared to the HEB Hurricanes. But don't be afraid by that scoreline. They are a potent squad. Again, they put up just as many points against the Berkeley All Blues as HEB did. So two very even squads. Let's see if Orlando keep a little bit more of the ball here. Spin it out to the far side of the pitch, through the hands of Peach. Out on the wing, and a great burst of speed there by Sarah Skrapansky. Out of Brunswick, Maine, gets a little burst and a little bit of breathing room now for Orlando. There's a beautiful step through the defense, and Ashley Walker out of Leroy, Illinois, gets caught from behind, dishes it off. Trying to scoop it up is Lindsey Perkins, but a big-time collision there. I think that was Reagan Smith that chased that one down and jarred it loose.
How about the Hurricanes? Couple of hawks. Brilliant from them. They are so up for this game. As we're going to watch it again, it was a great break from Walker to begin with. But then the Hurricanes, such grit, tracking back. It was a brilliant tackle from Walker Sewer. And then another follow-up from Bailu. What heart from this team.
Ball's out. That's fine.
So now they've got possession inside their 22. This one's lost forward.
Need to call it.
A second knock on there kills it. Might play a little bit of advantage there for Orlando, but they will still have an opportunity with the scrum, as it looks like some subs are coming in. We'll get those names as we go through.
Here's your scrum, Mark.
As we just go back to this knock-on. Pass a little bit behind her, but should have caught it. But this is a big opportunity for Orlando now. They need to get back into this game. There's time in this, but they have to score relatively soon if they want to keep in this game.
Touch!
About 4 minutes left to play. Referee takes us through. Again, special thanks to all the referees that have traveled across the country to get here. The best in the nation here on the pitch, along with the best athletes as well. That one came right out the tunnel of the scrum, and so we will have a reset again for the Griffins.
Bind! Set!
Put in here for Surge. He's able to get it out quick. Goes weak. Back the other direction. Through the hands they come.
Backwards.
On the outside, it was lost. Backwards, though, says the referee, and it looks like they were able to get possession back. Ooh, not rolling away. Gets dinged by Orlando. Thought it maybe could have been either side that time. Hard done, and now the Hurricanes coming out of their own end. Inside the 22. That one's kicked through. Advantage being played for Orlando, and it's a foot race on the edge. Here comes Mortellaro, and she gets the try. Julia Mortellaro out of Naples, Florida, gets the first try for Orlando.
Okay. Players come
What a
out.
big score for this Orlando team. They needed to find a way back into the game, and they have just done that. Do they have enough time to get a few more scores? I'm not
Round of
sure.
five.
That clock is
Just out
ticking.
inside
They're
it,
going to
sorry.
have to take the conversion quickly as well, but they've needed that. That's their route back into this game. We'll see if they can kick on.
Really just forced their way through there on the near side.
Yeah,
Ike, as it looked a little discombobulated, then the ball fell down, had the advantage, kicked it through, and Julia Mortellaro, she was behind in that chase, but showed the wheels and the dive to get it done. Difficult kick on the edge. That one does not go through. Let's take another look here, Ike.
Just loose hands from this HEB team, but a lovely kick through from Mortellaro. As you mentioned, she looked like she was behind in the foot race, but what speed to catch up and get to the ball first.
Yeah, it looked like Reagan Smith tried to use her body a little bit there to shield that one away from the try, but diving forward, just need to get a hand on it. And a beautiful score for Orlando. Looks like we do have an injured player currently down. Trainer's out looking possibly stepped on there as we take a next level rugby replay.
Yeah, just here with a kick from Walker, her knee catching her head. That's a tough one. Hopefully she is okay from that. It's not a nice collision there.
Oh, I hurt his head, yeah.
Let's take a look at the women's bracket. It has been an incredible day. A lot of the mainstays still alive in the first place positions, but everything to play for with a lot of these number 2 seeds. And then this quarterfinals is going to be interesting to see who can get these final victories of the day.
Yeah, it's been really interesting looking around the mid-tier teams of the bracket. We've seen the All Blues, they've had 2 losses. Teams like the Surfers, they've won their games, but maybe they could have won by a larger margin than we expected. Boston went down, so there's really a lot to play for left, and this last slate of games is going to decide a lot heading into bracket play.
Yeah, Scion Sirens, they're the number 3 seed. They put up some huge points throughout the day, 57-0 earlier against the number 11 seed Phoenix. Lots of great play. Chicago Lions, they put together an excellent tournament as well. As we go through this one, the Lions, last year's champions, looking to do the same again as we are coming through. Player finally back to her feet. Good to see she's able to walk off under her own power. And great work by all of our trainers and these team administrators, volunteers. A lot of the squads bringing multiple of those with them to help out. And we see the full club atmosphere coming together here in Wisconsin. These premium pitches, some of the best in the country here for the Madison Rugby United. Right now, back on the pitch. Again, winner of this match punches their ticket to the quarterfinals. And right now, HEB just trying to keep ball in hand, but they're playing out of their own end. A little dangerous. Orlando with the tackle, but they're able to keep possession. Here come the Hurricanes. Blitz defense sends him back on the retreat. Emily Rahija, great work on the defensive end, but here's the breakthrough. Over the 22-meter line and blitzing across the midfield stripe as well. Already with one under her belt, Charlie Ford, the 35-year-old, takes it the distance for her second try and what could be the exclamation point in this quarterfinal ticket-punching match.
Charlie Ford puts the nail in the coffin for the Hurricanes. She's been so good. As you mentioned, Tim, her second try of the
15,
game. And a great try it was. 60-metre break. And that could be the sealer for the Hurricanes to get through to the next round to bracket play. As we take a look at this replay again, they were camped deep in their own end of the field. But when the number 7 has the ball and she's in open space, it is so hard to catch her. Even if it's the 13th, 14th minute of the game, she'll still put it away, and she's done just that for this Hurricanes team.
That one did not go 10, so we'll have a quick tap here for Orlando. Quick shout out, its best finish for the Hurricane ever was the 7th place finish back in 2023. The squad is turning themselves into a perennial powerhouse thanks to Taniala Vake, the club president for over 13 years, really kicking things into gear the last 5 or so. Had a former Eagle, Talese Uatafe, her sister still playing for the squad. You've seen what Uatafe's done on the Eagle level now. And nothing but short of magical performance here for the Hurricane as they looked just a couple moments away from getting to the quarterfinals for the 2nd time in club history. Strong tackle here on the near side from Reagan Smith. This one jars loose and is scooped up here by the try scorer, Mortellaro. She could not get the possession fully. Now they'll spin it. Far side of the pitch. Akahau takes it with the offload and just a tap of an ankle there. A try-saving tackle for Orlando. But HEB still in possession. Just absorbing that big-time counter ruck off their feet. Great work from Orlando. Quick tap here. Excellent defense. Shows the heart of a champion here for the Griffins. They've been tremendous. Shout out to Lindsay Perkins on that last tackle. She was the one, or excuse me, last counter ruck. She was the one who got it done for Orlando. Here comes Mortellaro again around the edge. Puts on the brakes, needs support to arrive. Pride on the line here, looking for one more try to finish this one off. Beautiful jab step from Fasano. Pass, a little bit of a looper. This one, a hospital pass, collision there. Eventually knocked on by HEB, and that will do it. A 26-5 victory, Ike. A dominating performance from HEB.
A dominated performance, and just when they needed it as well. When the stakes were at their highest, the Hurricanes showed up and they showed out. What a performance from this Hurricanes team. Hopefully they will take that momentum that they've just gotten and they'll take it into the bracket play, and they'll see how far they can go with it as we look at some of the highlights. Just what a game from them. They absolutely stifled this Orlando team, and they came out deserved winners.
Yeah, just the one try there for Orlando. Couple on the board there for Charlie Ford, and it's the ladies from Hearst, Euless, Bedford out of the Dallas area. The Hurricanes are into the quarterfinals. We've still got more action on the way. Stay tuned. We've got more rugby when we return.
Message from the rugby universe. America.
Welcome back to Madison, Wisconsin. We are straight back in with another women's Pool Pool C game. This is the last and final round. My name is Ike Wrigley, and joining me, Alicia Washington. This is great. We've had a great day of rugby. Now we have Phoenix up against the Chicago Lions bonus track. this bonus track team that has pulled some punches with a 31-5 win against Boston. They're in the grey up against Phoenix in that black and red strip as the bonus track go wide to start this game. You see a penalty, not rolling. Bonus track go quick. Corpets brings the ball up with pace. As they keep the ball alive, look at to spread to their right. It's good leg drive there, dragging defenders with them. Bonus tracker up and over halfway.
Rolling.
Not rolling away. They're going to go quick once more. Roth with the ball. She's tough to bring down, a powerful ball carrier. Lions now patient with it. Do well to keep the ball alive in field. Dowser with the ball in hand. They keep it, find Roth, and Roth will find the try line.
Excellent teamwork try there. That was absolutely incredible how they were able to get up the field with such confidence. You could tell this is their third match of the day. They've gotten some of their kinks out. They're able to sing from the same song sheet as they are the bonus track. The second Lion side that has come into this tournament, and they are firing all cylinders in this last matchup from Pool C.
It certainly feels like they see this bonus track as a sign above their head that they want to ride off in this tournament. They've performed really well so far, especially in the last game, as we take a look at that replay.
It's a testament to how strong their program is here. Phoenix are putting up a great defense. They're not letting anything in easy. But you can see how many options they have off the ball. Ross gets the try, but fully the whole team worked that through the hands to get 5 extra points added.
Bonus track, kick us off once more. Kick is going to find grass, bounces up, and they take it. They retrieve it. The Chicago Lions will have it once more. Great play. They'll have another attacking opportunity as they work to their right. Good hands from the Lions. They look to turn the corner. They go to the edge. Knock on there. That pass not going to hand, but good play from the Lions.
Unlucky there with that errant pass at the end. Might have been the catch that was the issue. Of course, the way that they're building their attack, I think the outside attackers just need to work a little harder off the ball to find an easier path through the defense.
I'll look to you.
As we take a look, see some of the stats from the Chicago Lions bonus track so far, the win and the loss. But they've been close. Only down on 14 points is the point differential. They had the win and the loss. Both of these teams come in with a win and a loss, and it makes this game very, very important. For second in the pool, essentially, whoever wins this, they'll clinch their spot in bracket play in the next round as Phoenix get the ball. They're working in their own half, but they've found the edge, and boy, do they have pace. They get around the corner. Can they be caught? 20 metres across the 22. There's a defender in chase. He's going to get dragged down. Can they put it down? Ball is still there. Good play on the ground. This is breathless stuff. What defense from the Lions to work their way back. Ball is still there for Phoenix as Martinez is brought down. And a penalty for the bonus for Phoenix. They go quick. Referee brings them back. They're going to slow it down now. The scrum is called. Breathless, Alicia.
Interesting decision here to take a scrum. You have a look at this breakaway from Phoenix, truly rising from the ashes in their own half. All credit to the Chicago defense there, not willing to take a try for an answer.
Bind.
Great opportunity for Phoenix. Clean ball at the back of the scrum. They work their way wide. Walker with the ball. Links up with Thompson. She can't get away from her defender. But they keep it 5 metres out. Great opportunity to get back in this game. They find a seam 2 metres away. Brought down. The Lions are scrambling. Can they get over? Yes! Ball is put down. What an effort from Phoenix.
slicing up the defense like they're a pizza pie from Chicago. Absolutely incredible work there from Phoenix to go from a penalty to the edge, work it back through the middle. They probably had a chance to go wide, but they decided to back themselves, go center, and get the best chances for the incoming conversion. Which is good, Ike. Full complement added for Phoenix. One more look at this. Coming around the corner, looking like a 15s pick and go, but a twist and a turn finds green grass for Regina Durkin, the try scorer.
We've certainly got a great game on our hands now. These two teams, they know the stakes. Phoenix up 2 points, minute to go left in the half.
45 remaining.
The Lions would love a reply. Kickoff is deep left. Not fielded cleanly from bonus track, and Phoenix are going to get the ball back. They play quickly, looking to keep the pressure on and ride the momentum that they have from the try they just scored. Bonus track are up quickly. No. Phoenix have... That was close there. The penalty, they go quickly. Good play from the try scorer, Durkin. Ball is now on the ground.
Scrum advantage. Advantage!
And the bonus track have found their way up with the ball. And they're going to turn defense to attack very quickly, but a good counter-ruck from Phoenix. Playing the ball on the ground there from the bonus track. Clock now in the red. Phoenix look to go to the corner.
Here's your 5. Hooker in the channel.
This feels like a big possession in this game, Alicia.
And you could see the top Chicago side on the sideline trying to propel their teammates as the 8th player out there on the field. See if Chicago can end this half on a high and head into halftime, get the game plan going, see what they can come up with second half.
Knock on from the bonus track, and that is the half. It's been a very contested one. Phoenix up 7 to the bonus track's 5. This is tight. We're going to be right back with you for the next 7 minutes of this Pool C decider. Stay tuned.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back. We have a hotly contested game on our hands in Madison. This one, the Pool C decider to see who takes that second bracket spot into the top 8 at Nationals. Phoenix, they found their way up 2 points, but the bonus track, they've been very much in this game as that one dragged into touch. Alicia, it was a very competitive first half.
Great first half, and both these teams are fighting essentially to be done for the day after this, because the 3 and 4 from each round, they will go into a knockout round for the bowl. So coming into this game, Phoenix was sitting in number 3 in Pool C. Chicago sitting at number 2. You know, there's more than just wins and losses as we do calculate in point differential.
And a break there from the bonus track. Kaylee Corpitz, she found a seam and she was off to the races and gets first blood in the second half.
Excellent start there for bonus track. They're just looking to slice through this line, to get on the front foot, back themselves, and I do believe that their top side, who's sitting just on the sideline cheering them on, has propelled them. Seems like they got some good messages at halftime. They can look to find some more continuity in the second half as they add the extras. We can take a look how it started here. From the line out, not the cleanest take, but still, there's a game plan that they're going for. Attack up the middle. Corpitz just pinning her ears back. 5 points added to the Chicago Lions tally.
Great work from bonus track. They get back into the lead in this one. That kick is not going to go 10. Phoenix ball.
Okay.
In fact, it nearly didn't go forward. As we play quickly. Oh, that offload though didn't go to hand, but Phoenix, they're going to keep it. They're going to stay alive. Good attacking opportunity for them as they work it to the right. That ball again going to the ground, and the bonus track have won it back. Penalty as well, going to the Lions. They tap and go quickly. Passes a little scrappy from both teams at the moment. The Lions are going to keep possession. Great leg drive. Now slow ball coming. Often patience is rewarded with possession in sevens. That is a great defensive spurt from Phoenix, and they're going to win the penalty once more. It's referee. There's an injured player down on the field, and they're going to bring on some support, but great defense from Phoenix.
The dedication Phoenix has to this counter ruck, to this poach, is really what's keeping them in the game. You can tell they are hungry. They know they're coming in at number 3 in the C pool. 1-1 on the day. Let's have another look at this one here. Support, tackle support coming in, and just so clean over the ball. Sevens has really quick rucks, and the ball carrier did have a chance to place, but to no avail. The Phoenix defender gets in, gets the ball, and Phoenix will be attacking with possession as soon as we're back to playing here.
Okay.
As we look at Phoenix's results from Pool C, they started off on fire with a 21-7 win over Boston. That was against the 6th seed, and being the 11th seed, that was a big upset from Phoenix. They then took on the juggernaut that is the Silent Sirens, a 57-0 loss. That one hurt, but they've come back in a big way, and they're still in contention to get that final spot. They were 13th last year in 2025, and if they get to the bracket, they'll certainly beat that. We look at the bonus track. They also had a big loss to Sion. They were able to get some points in that one, and then they also had a big win against Boston. So these teams, they've been very tight, very similar. That's why this game is such a good one, and it's going to come down to the wire. Is that ball stolen in the scrum? Great work from bonus track, but it's been stolen right back from the Phoenix. Feels like a euphemism for how this game has been. Just goes both ways as Phoenix keep it alive. They bring it down the right side. Good work on the ground by the ball carrier. Galdonez at the bait of the ruck. They swing it wide now. Ball bouncing on the ground, but that's great work from Lewis, who shrugs off a defender. Working edge to edge are Phoenix, looking to find any gaps in this bonus track. They go to the toe. It's a great kick deep into the bonus track half. Gladden then, she does a great job fielding the ball and takes it back with venom. Runs over a defender as well. There's now broken play. There's space. And the Lions are off and running. They don't look like bonus track. Hannah Roth with the carry. They need support at the breakdown. It's Scrappy and Phoenix have done well to scramble and win it back. Great work from the Floridians as they now swing it back to the other side. Defenders are all over the place, and look at the speed! The speed from Savannah Lewis! As she's going to take it, and with a minute to go, she's going to put Phoenix right back in this game.
Savannah Lewis putting the team on her back. All-star coming out of South Florida, ties it up with that try. What exhausting stuff here. We can see how the teams are both starting to look a little bit fatigued, but asking a lot of questions of each other. I love that chip through the kick in the back, so well weighted. As we wait for this next kick to come in to see if Phoenix can pull ahead, which they do. The AR flag is up. We have a 14-12 matchup with Phoenix pulling ahead. One more look at this try. Letting the ball do the work, which is what you need to do in a long day of sevens, and then getting the ball to your speedsters. Which is Savannah. Phenom out of South Florida. Incredible athlete, and is not taking no for an answer.
Is that it? Or do the Lions have a response? That is an unfortunate knock-on off the restart. But the referee has not blown play dead just yet. There is still time left in this one for the bonus track. They're going to need to win the ball back quickly. Alicia, I'm sure in your professional career you've been in these situations before. What do you do if you're the bonus track team? You need to win this ball back. What do you say to your teammates?
For myself, I wipe my hands off and tell myself what I need to do next. And for these players, that is defend hard, come up, stay connected, get your hands up, and get ready to attack. Back yourself.
And just like that, they win the ball back and they're off and running. Faith Layden is away. What a score! They've just won the game at the death. The track coach sprints away with the victory.
The pride of the Lions. You can see the whole pack there on their feet. An absolute miracle last play. And you might believe this is knockout rounds, but it might as well be. Because the number 2 from this pool will go on to the cup bracket. Number 3 heads to the bowl. No one wants to be at a national championship. The bonus track have just secured their place in the cup quarterfinals.
Begin. What a finish.
What a match that we've just witnessed in Madison. And that's what Nationals is all about. The bonus track. Coming away, they were down late. Phoenix had the score to go ahead with minutes to go. But Chicago, the bonus track Lions, they don't feel like the bonus track at all. What a display they've just put on to win that.
The theme of this game was confidence. Pin your ears back, take the ball in, find a gap, and finish. That is how most of these tries came to pass. We'll see another one here from Lewis. Ready to fly down the field. What an incredible game. This is what national championships are made of. Both sides fighting so hard, but only one pulling ahead. And today, that is Phoenix. That is the Lions heading out of this third replay match.
Lions go up, they win it, and they go to bracket play. We'll be right back with you with more sevens after this short break.
Welcome back to USA Club Rugby's 2026 Sevens National Championships, live here from Madison, Wisconsin. We have the third and final match of the day here for the Dallas Harlequins taking on Philadelphia. Both these teams, Philadelphia 0-2 on the day. Dallas Harlequins 1-1. So an opportunity for the Harlequins to punch their ticket if they can get the victory. Tim Wilkes taking you through all the action with Alicia Washington, USA Eagle. Alicia, should be a good matchup between these two. Again, Harlequins with the big opportunity. They need this victory.
Absolutely. Harlequins want to fight and get everything out of this game, and look at what they're doing to start off with, getting the ball wide, letting the ball do the work, and dotting down there for the first opening try.
Right off the bat, I believe that was number 10, Ireland Jeffrey there. Beautifully done, a master's student out of Plano, Texas, suburb of Dallas, and a beautiful way to start the day. A burst of speed there on the edge, and a terrific try. Conversion is good as well. Let's take another look.
Ireland Jeffrey's product of Southern Nazarene, 15th National Championships from 2025. And just look how confident she is with ball in hand. She is just coming off of a camp at Chula Vista with the USA side for their identification camps, and she's going to get us started. Another kickoff from the Harlequins.
Great work there. Played goalkeeper during her undergrad for Southern Nazarene before switching over to rugby. Seems to be the right choice here. Great defense, though. They're on the ball, never fully let it go. They're going to get dinged for the penalty there. I believe that was Angelica Joseph with the penalty. And now here come Philadelphia. Again, 0-2 on the day for Philadelphia. Couple of tough losses, put up 5 points in both their matches to Washington Athletic Club and Life West. The ladies coming out of the Mid-Atlantic. Got 11th last year, looking to improve upon that. Center of the pitch. Over the midfield stripe, and here they come down the near side. Strong take into contact, and they'll recycle and go back through. Red numbers on the black jerseys. Do our best to call out the names as we see them. 2 minutes gone by. Harlequins on top. There's a lot of space out there to the outside, but it's going to be a great tackle. Slamming the door shut. They're able to get back to their feet. Put that one on the deck and pop back up. Keeping things moving. Space on the far side, and a beautiful little wraparound pass finds the target there inside the 22, over the goal line and in for the score. Just like that, Philadelphia get their third try of the day.
That's the best way Philadelphia could have answered that opening try from Dallas. Make it a team try. Wake everyone up, wake everyone's hands up, get your confidence up throughout the team. This will be a tough kick from the edge. But they're gonna take it, see if they can add the extras on. We do fall short, but let's see how we built up that opening try for Philadelphia. I just love when sevens becomes a strong offload game. That means your support is there, your support's doing their work, you're doing your work as a ball carrier to get your hands free. It just leads to the most exciting game of sevens, Tim.
Number 6, Ariel Blanding, there with the offload. Got the assist there to Morgan Mattia. And now the Harlequins look to respond right away. They've still got the 2-point lead here. And the Quins with a 19-10 victory in their first match of the day against Life West. A bit of a surprise there, but it is being put into cement now. They are really looking good here in match number 3. They're going to take this one to distance. Kaylee Goodwin out of Louisville, Texas, Louisville, Texas, takes it the distance. Product of the University of North Texas.
UNT represent right here. Such a great try from this side. I think we're going to see a lot of tries in this game, Tim. That could come from a lot of exciting things on attack. As we see that kick from Jeffries just bounce off the crossbar. Unlucky there, unless you're going for a crossbar challenge. I don't think she was. But the ability to just have heads-up rugby. Just see there's not an option to the outside, so I'll do it myself. I will take this in. Now we're looking at 10 points to the Dallas Harlequins heading into the fourth kickoff of the match.
Collegiate All-American, played with the All-Star Sevens out in Portugal. A terrific tournament for her so far, and it has the Harlequins on top 12-5. Again, both these teams competing. If you are the Harlequins, they need a win, plus they need Life West to lose, because if Life West is somehow able to beat Washington Athletic Club, it might come down to point differential, Alicia.
This is where so many but and if and ands come into the tournament, right? So we have Philadelphia coming into this game as the number 4 seed, Dallas coming in at number 2. So Dallas is looking to maintain the spot to head into cup qualification.
Opportunity now, even with the loss, that point differential would come into play even if Life West and the Dallas Harlequins lose. So there's still an opportunity for them there. They need to put some points on the board here, up by 7. That one goes all the way out into touch.
Too much.
Referee was going to allow the quick there, but eventually held it up, and it looks like we're going to have a line out back to the Harlequins.
Good there, Black, yes. Just to drop one.
And for Philadelphia, 0-2 on the day. Again, 5 points in both of their matches. It's been a tough one, though. Down by 7 here, a little bit better on the defensive end. I like the tenacity, and they force the knock-on. Opportunity now, Alicia, for them to respond and tie this one up.
And for Dallas, when you feel comfortable in the game, you're up by a try and a conversion. I do like the little out the back, one-arm passes from Jeffries. We just love to see it go to hand so they can stay on the front foot in their attack. Either way, we're resetting with the scrum to Philly. Can they answer from the last try?
Captain Savannah Beans puts that one through. Gets the return pass on the outside, has numbers there. Able to complete that one. 25 meters out. Not sure if the Harlequins fully released that one, but they got their hands on it, and Jeffries rips it out of there. Back to the center of the pitch. Wraparound pass, a dangerous one. Comes to hand. Philadelphia not going to go with the counter ruck, just going to fringe out. Try to keep playing this umbrella defense, but it looks like there might be a little space on the outside, and here we go again. Over the midfield stripe, over the 22, and the Dallas Harlequins will make it their 3rd try of the match all the way through. Kelsey Bickerstaff, the 28-year-old out of Sherman, Texas, extends the lead for the Quins.
Beautiful team try there by the Harlequins. You could see them working the ball through the hands. You do wish they were letting the ball do some more of the work. As we get this conversion, half is called. One more look at this one. Jeffrey is just seeing the vision out wide to go over an attacker, but get the ball to the outside to the speed serve. Heading in to halftime with all the momentum is Dallas. Can they keep it up in the second half? Stay tuned. Second half of this Pool D matchup.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Whistle sounds here for the second half of action in the final pool play matchup here in Madison, Wisconsin. Tim Wilkes and Alicia Washington taking you through all of the action. It's been a tremendous day here on this Next Level Rugby production. Right now, the Dallas Harlequins on top of Philadelphia, 19-5. Had that late try to kind of extend the lead. They've got speedsters all around and starting to pile things up a little bit there towards the end of the second half, Alicia, against this tough Philadelphia squad.
Yeah, Philadelphia coming into this game as a number 4 seed, 0-2 in the day, but they are not giving up. They're looking to play with some tenacity. I imagine the messages coming in, they're just like, let the game play, you know? Keep doing what we're doing, keep grinding.
No advantage game. Green scrum.
But the mistakes just keep happening there for Philadelphia. They put up 5 points in all 3 of their matches now. Here for the Harlequins again. They get this victory here, get their second. We'll need to take a look and see what's going on the other side there for Life West, taking on Washington Athletic Club. That one will be important as we take a look at Philadelphia here again. 22 points against them against Washington Athletic, and Life West put up 31 on them. So it's been a tough day. Placed 11th last year. They'll have an opportunity to better that here tomorrow and this evening. Around the corner again, another try coming for Ireland Jeffrey. She started this one off with the try, gets 1 in each half, and extends the lead again for Dallas.
Yeah, Ireland really looking like Dallas's MVP right now. Harlequin just looking so comfortable, especially coming off of that scrum. They were able to just get the ball through the hands, pin their ears back, and just make this look like a really easy game. Philadelphia is still fighting forward. We can see if Ireland's going to add the extras here. Comes just a little bit low, so score will stay at 24-5. See how we got to that score? Great feed, great handling. It would be such an easy game, especially when you are an incredible athlete for the likes of Ireland Jeffries. She'll get us started off. Another kickoff from her. She's been such a pro resetting her team all day long.
They're able to get this one back here for Philadelphia. To restart the engines with about 4 minutes left to go. Their final pool match of the day. Trying to direct things. There's the split through the defense. They're able to break the gain line. Twins ranging out. Beautiful tackle there coming in from Bickerstaff. Slows down the attack. Philadelphia just looking for some sort of daylight. Savannah Beans, the previous try scorer, number 9. Another strong tackle. Door slammed shut on the far side of the pitch. Back to the center, and you just see that blitz defense working so hard. Alicia hitting them almost behind the gain line time and time again.
Don't touch her.
This time they didn't roll away.
Time off. 24.
Will we see some cheese here in Wisconsin? There it is. Well spotted from the referee. You cannot compound penalties like that. Dallas should be more disciplined, but they will see a yellow, and Philadelphia will get the attack.
So another opportunity here. The last, we'll have possibly a minute back to full strength there for the Quins, but really an opportunity now for Philadelphia. That one goes to deck. Could not hang on to it. It looked like one more pass to two-hand would have led to an open try there. But that one goes to deck. More importantly for the Harlequins, Alicia, time will continue to tick off the clock and maybe delay some here before that cart comes back on.
2 off, good.
Take a look for the Harlequins. That 27-point loss, Alicia, to Washington Athletic again could come to fruition later.
Black is still stay up. Black is still subbing. Yep, time is off.
Come on, get back up and get back down.
But a victory here will mean that on the other side, that Life West has to come away with the victory on the other end against Washington Athletic Club.
Good? Okay.
Yes, scrum, yes, scrum.
Time is back on.
An excellent match here, though, with the Harlequins on top and a put into the scrum.
Set!
Ireland Jeffrey again out of Southern Nazarene. Last year's D1 national champion. This time in the scrum, they're able to come away with it. Penalty there for peeling away early. And a beautiful little run weaving in and out of the defense there. Comes away and Ireland's able to scoop it up and keep things moving off to the right-hand side. All break. Had that one ripped away. Good work from Philadelphia. Spin it back through the hands of Kathleen Stanley. And here's a burst through the center of the pitch. Over the 22-meter line, and Philadelphia is going for try number 2. Gabriella Wood gets it down for the second of the match for Philadelphia.
Black 8 with the try.
Wood gets the points there. You have a feeling that Philadelphia was just building to that for the entire second half. The kick incoming. They do add the extras, full compliments. Philly will be at 14. We can see where it came from. We know it was been stripped away. And Wood just seeing a gap, just making two defenders question, is it mine, is it yours? It's no one's.
Yes, I have a minute
clean break.
This one's going to go all the way out
The game
into
clock is
touch.
incorrect, ladies. I have a minute
touch,
10
though.
left, a minute 10.
Got about a minute left, says our referee, as we'll have a line out here to the Dallas Harlequins. Again, down to a 12-point lead. Point differential going to be big as we move forward through this one. Has come down. It was at least a 26-point win over Life West. And so with that scoreline, I do believe that the Dallas Harlequins will have punched their ticket here with this victory in just a few moments, Alicia.
And good on them. They are working so hard. They do need the point differential in their favor, especially in the last minute. They might be looking for another try just to make sure there's no errors in the math on the table. But they just look so cool, calm, and collected. Like truly a team of the coolest cucumbers out there.
Knock on.
A little bit of an offload there. Went to deck in the process of it, and referee glances at the watch. We will have one final play in our final scrum of the day for both of these squads. The Dallas Harlequins last year 15th in this tournament, and boy have they turned things around, and they have just about punched their ticket to the quarterfinals.
Set!
Off to the right-hand side goes Savannah Beans with the dish. Shove in the back. Boost action there for Philadelphia as they come through. Beans again scoops that one out quick. Off to the left, here comes Gabriella Wood. Already with one try, a hard line there. Tried to get it off through the support. Couldn't make it happen. And that will do it, Alicia. A tough victory for the Dallas Harlequins. They get their second victory and will earn second place in the pool.
Heartbreaking finish there for Philadelphia. You could see the try that was meant to be. Let's have a look at the tries that actually were. Beautiful work from Dallas to secure so many early points. A great time in the second half as well. You can tell they're all on the same page. They're enjoying this game. They're getting the ball through the hands. And the cherry on top is they have booked their ticket into the Cup quarterfinal.
Tremendous effort there for the Quins. Congratulations to them. Philadelphia will come back this evening and work to try and get up to 9th place. We've still got more action on our hands. We're going to switch gears. Denver Barbarians taking on the Austin Blacks. When we return back to Wisconsin, we'll step aside and see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Madison, Wisconsin for the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships. Tim Wilkes and Alicia Washington, former USA Eagle, taking you through all of the action here today. We thank you so much for joining us for this next level rugby production. It's been a terrific day. Make sure you download the Turnify app so you can get all the latest scores and schedule right there at your fingertips. It's the Denver Barbarians here in the green jerseys taking on the Austin Blacks. And Alicia, both these squads with 2 losses on the day, so pride on the line here as both of them looking for the best place they can, a 3rd place finish.
Yeah, 3 and 4 match up here. They will likely both, unless something crazy happens in the 1-2 game, likely both be going into the bowl quarterfinal. Again, just playing for pride. Playing to get all of their issues from earlier in the day wrinkled out. Referee Alexis Sari in control of this game. Whistle in the center.
Quick tap here from the Austin Blacks. Good squad together this year. They have their mainstays a lot from the 15 side and added a couple MLR players as well, as a huge collision coming in for Austin. There's space on the far side, and it's a foot race now over the midfield stripe. Inside ball finds its target, and the Austin Blacks are going to take this one the rest of the way for the first score of the match. Benson Salem, one of their stars on the 15 side, gets it done in the first try of the match for Austin.
High tackle against
I just love the smiles and maybe the words that they're exchanging between try scorer and defender there. But my favorite kind of rugby is just heads up rugby.
10 seconds.
Austin Blacks just seeing that there's no one defending on that far side to make it just a stride down the sideline. Look at this, just a check left, but I'm going to go right. 2v1 executed perfectly. And all there is left to put the ball down when he decides to. Make the easiest kick for himself right in the center. Full complement for 7 points for the Austin Blacks.
Great bit of play there. Off the right-hand side, it was Jonathan Haley, number 14, that made that beautiful spot with nobody on the edge. Took it with a nice little pass over to Salem. And here we go again. Austin Blacks on top 7-0 for Denver. Opportunity here. They need to keep playing hard, and actually to be down is a little bit surprising. They lost 5-7 to last year's national champs earlier in the day. Alicia, a tremendous effort, and just like last year, tough competitions and barely losing. Last year they ended up 9th, so the best 3rd, 4th place team, and it seems like if they can't get the victory here, they're probably going to be ended up in that same spot.
Yeah, you can just tell how hard these guys are working. So they would have done so much work all summer to even get into this position, and now they're here to show up, show out, have a bit of fun. Even if we're looking at a 3-4 matchup, it's still incredible athleticism and rugby on display.
And Salem splits the defense over the 22-meter line. Excuse me, that's Salem there. Off to the right-hand side. They'll spin this one to the far side. Defense is there, ready to corral the tackle. They make it happen. Halfway through the first period of action, Salem again, just a magician out there. Inside ball, kicks it back into Anthony Rice. Another dish over the 22-meter line, but the penalty is going to be given, not releasing the call. A great defensive stand for the Barbarians. Little fake kick that time, beautifully done by Luke Neely. He's got some magic there, off to the outside, and here we go. Full speed, David Hightower taking it the distance, and the response the Barbarians needed. 7-5 the score.
You can't call yourself the Barbarians without a little bit of jokes in between. That fake kick going up there sent us all, our eyes into the sky, defenders as well. You can see they're enjoying themselves, they're having fun, they're letting the ball do the work. You can hear on the referee's mic, their communication is also up. It's their 3rd game of the day, it's where fatigue starts to set in. But these guys, as you said, have all the pride to play for in their final pool play of the day.
Not where the Denver squad expected to be in this one. Again, they were the first team out of the Rocky Mountain Division, won the Denver Sevens, won the Fern City Sevens, and this is a bit why here, Alicia. Look at this speed now.
Incredible athleticism, but also when you couple athleticism with actual rugby skill, this is when you can get some easy-looking tries. This execution of the 2v1s is really everything rugby comes down to in the end.
Back off, Green.
Beautifully done. There's the try scorer, David Hightower, putting one down and then going up high and tapping it back to his squad. Oh, that one's not going to come to hand. Knocked on there. And so we will have a scrum down back for the Blacks, but got to give a big shout out to Hightower, who went up tremendously high to tap that one back.
This is the incredible athleticism that I am talking about. That is not an easy skill to develop. You have to have speed, accuracy, know when to jump, the coordination. Okay? We have a look at how Denver did on the day. As we said, 0-2. The point differential is -7, so they have everything to play for the best seeding heading into the bowl quarterfinal.
-7 differential after 2 matches just shows how close these have been. Aaron Pass possibly there from the Blacks, but they're able to corral it, keep things alive. Here on the near side, here comes Salem again, fighting through tackles, got the ball free and offloaded it off to the right-hand side. Beautifully done. I believe that's Lopetti there.
Good listen.
Played 4 years with the New Orleans Gold, last year with the Legion. They'll spin this one out to the right-hand side through Haley. There's the kick through. Try to find some space. This one's going to set up in the center of the pitch. Scooped up there. De Rafael has it. Offloads to the left-hand side. We're about 20 seconds away from the halftime whistle. See if the Barbarians, they were down 7-0. Let's see if they can go back-to-back. There's going to be the kick through. The chase is on the outside. That's Drake Davis, former LSU football wide receiver in 16 and 17. 2 years with the SaberCats, last year with Seattle. He is a beast to be reckoned with. 6'4", 250. See if they can get him the ball back again on the offensive side. We're going to have a penalty here. Denver now on the front foot. Back 10 go the Austin Blacks. And we are in the red. Final play of the match. Hard step is all it takes. And Steven Karas, or no, excuse me, that is Luke Neely, the one who had that fake kick earlier, Alicia. He does it again with the dummy and takes it the distance.
It's a true Barbarian in spirit and in name. That all came from a well-spotted penalty from referee Sorry here. Just a player just couldn't help themselves playing the ball on the ground. Denver looks to add the compliment. And there it is, 14-7, heading in the Denver Barbarians' direction.
Good work for the Barbarians. They're able to put 2 tries up on the board. They were down by 7 to start, but great work for Denver. As we take another look, here's that quick tap on the last try, Alicia. Great stuff.
Beautiful footwork. Not sure any of the defenders were looking to track back on that one. They might be just looking to regroup, see what they can do in the second half. But Denver pulling ahead, showing how much this game means to them. They can pull ahead with pride.
And we'll take a look now at the bracket. It's been a tremendous day of rugby, Alicia. We've got some excellent ones still being played. Just a couple matches left. I believe we've got 3 more on the docket. So most of these teams still with 1 more left to go. But what kind of catches your eye? Northern Virginia still 2-0, and a lot of those squads still having an excellent competition there from the top of the table.
I'm just loving some of the upsets we've seen earlier today. You know, when teams make it to nationals, that just puts another set of pep in their step, if I can say that. It just propels your team. Guys, we're traveling. We're doing a great job. Let's keep moving forward and play the way we know we can play.
Mystic River doing a great job out there as they're still in play there, 2-0 on the day. Huns got an early victory over Belmont Shore. There's been a lot of upsets. It's been a tremendous day of rugby. And a big thank you to all of you watching throughout the day here on the USA Club Rugby YouTube channel. Tim Wilkes and Alicia Washington. We also had Wendy Young and Ike Wrigley taking you through the action here on Field 2. We thank you so much for joining us. And off the restart here, it's going to be a free kick from the center of the pitch, as the Austin Blacks could not keep that one in play.
Not the way I'm sure the Blacks wanted to start this second half. You want to keep ball infield and just not give any easy outs to the attack. Every team would have worked on this set piece throughout their entire regular season. It's just too easy when everyone's on the same page.
I can't hear you.
And there is the two athletes we have talked about. Hightower taking on Drake Davis, and Drake Davis lowers the boom on the defensive side. Great effort that time. Tries to get up high to bat that one down, but a beautiful angle coming through here for the Barbarians. 25 meters out. Able to recycle this one back. It's going to go through the teeth of the defense. Squirts away. Still in hand for the Barbos.
You're okay. This player
Not rolling away the call. They'll take the quick tap. Pretty
ducked into it, play on.
Solid there in the center. Not a lot of width in this Barbarian attack right now. Into the second minute, there's the tackle, and a late tackle is going to be the call, Alicia, and a card to boot.
You'd never want to hear that double whistle from a referee, but that was pretty clear as day. Tackle after the kick was made. He was in full control of his body. He could have stopped himself. He went into it, full send, committed into this. There's the kick. And you still finish the tackle is the thing.
Yeah,
you pull up, the referee might give you some credit, but there's just less margin for error in the game of sevens.
So off the pitch, I believe Benson Salem, number 15.
Do you know who's coming off?
And the Barbarians possibly making a switch here as well. And as we mentioned, still a couple more men's matches here in pool play. Coming up next, we've got the Washington Athletic Club taking on the Kansas City Reds in their final match from Pool F. Back here in Pool E, put into the scrum for Arnaud Agasse, and he takes this one off to the right-hand side. Beautiful pinpoint pass, finds Hightower, and this time Hightower gets the better of the defense, strolls in, and gets try number 2 on the board, and the third for the Barbarians.
And that is how you capitalize on having a defender in the bin. Heading into that scrum, there was always a mismatch, because you have to match with 3 in the scrum. You don't really have an option to play down. So with 3 in the scrum, receiver, you're only going to have 2 defenders out. That makes just an easier time for the attackers to find space and just walk in and make it look just so easy. But when you have athletes like this out on the pitch, a lot of these tries look just like the simplest things in the world, but we know how well worked and well skilled these teams are. Another look at the scrum here. Love the player wrapping around before the scrum. Create a bit of a diversion. And just to beat 3 defenders to get that try in a stretch, like go gadget arm. Great work for the Denver attackers.
So 3 tries in a row in consecutive fashion here for the Barbarians. It was the Blacks on top 7-0. Now they sit down by 14, down a player as well, and lost this one in the maul. Great work from the Barbarians to hold that one up and get the turnover. Blacks are going to be back to full strength, though. But still pinned in on the defensive end, Alicia.
There aren't many times you see a held-up ball in the game of sevens, especially in the open field. But defense is working really hard here, not give any easy answers to the attack. So we do have Denver Barbarians with an attacking scrum. This is great field position from them, with lots of space out there to their left side.
Set.
Put this one through. In and out it comes from Marcel Lefebvre. Space here on the near side. Big sprint through. Beautiful switch. Scissor back in the center of the pitch, and now they'll find some space. They've got 3 out there on the right-hand side. Into contact. Jack Miller flips it out. 15 meters away here for the Barbarians, looking to put the nail in the coffin now.
Onside.
Penalty given. Not onside. Here's the charge, just going straight for the line. beautifully placed back. And here come the Barbarians again through the hands of Lefebvre. Back to the near side. Musinguini around the corner. And beautiful try. Kakudzwa Musinguini, a perennial powerhouse. He's always Johnny on the spot. Played for Zimbabwe on the national side. Beautifully done. Another try for Denver.
And as you said, that might have been the nail in the coffin for this black side from Austin. Feels like an insurmountable amount of points. Probably after the kick, we'll have about a minute to go in this half. Referee has the time.
Just move up. Just kick and move up.
Referee's making sure that the line of sight for the kicker is clear there. We have a kick incoming here from the lefty. That's excellent.
Really?
I think we just saw one of the best kicks of the tournament there. That is excellent work to secure the extras for that last try. Let's have one more glance here at the try from Musinguini here. What beautiful, just again, making it look so easy. Easier than, Tim, you and I as second rows in 15s. Easier than we could have ever made it look. But those like they're just having so much fun out there.
It was beautiful stuff there from Denver. Just such a potent squad. And really, I mean, the big thing is that they are not going into the next round. They'll be the third place seed. But again, this is a team that's a perennial powerhouse. They've made a second place finish 5 different times in this tournament. For the last 2 years, they have been relegated down to that second tier, finished 9th last year. And it looks like the best they're going to be able to do is the same again this year. Off their feet were the Barbarians. But Alicia, to me, it really just shows how incredible this tournament has become the last few years and how much talent we've seen. As real quick, Drake Davis, 6'4", 250, sprinting through, jumping over, and running away from the would-be tacklers for the Blacks' second try of the match.
Great athleticism on display from both these sides. It won't be enough for this Austin side. I believe we'd heard the whistle, so that's the extras added. 14-28 will be our final score. The Denver Barbarians take this one, and they put all of their heart and soul into coming out on top. They will end up in third place. So it was for pride. Let's have a look at how we got there. His last try, just tucking it, making the ball look like as small as like an American football. Goodness gracious, what a unit of a player here. With both sides working so hard throughout this whole matchup. Denver coming out on top, but you can see how much they're letting the ball do the work. They're just on the same page. And that was the theme throughout this whole game that propelled them ahead to secure their third place finish in Pool E.
Musinguini with the try to finish it off. We've still got more to come next, so stay tuned right here, and we'll be right back with more rugby.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll.
Welcome back, everyone. We thank you for joining us here in Madison, Wisconsin at the Madison United Rugby Complex. A beautiful 2-field system here in Madison. The giant clubhouse. Everybody watching here from up top. I'm Tim Wilkes, welcoming you into the booth, and I'm joined by Lindenwood University taking on the Kansas City Reds. And in this pool, it's an interesting one, Ike. 3 teams with 1 win. So point differential will more than likely come into play as we move through this one.
Certainly going to be very interesting, Tim. And it means that this last slate of games, there is a lot on the line. It's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out.
St. Louis Bombers had a big-time roll through the competition. We do have, again, Schuylkill River with a victory, and also Washington Athletic Club sitting there as well. If Kansas City gets a victory as well, then we've got that 3 teams possibly sitting there playing for the quarterfinals with the point differential on the line. Right now, it's the Kansas City Reds, ball in hand, taking on Washington Athletic Club in the blue jerseys. And here's a burst through to start this one off for the Reds, all the way through to take the distance. Colson Warner dots it down and gives Kansas City the early lead.
No, not complete.
Lindenwood represent number 4, Colson Warner. Great step. MLR guy, PR7s as well. Warner has quality and class for this Reds team. He's really injected some skill into the side since he joined them a couple of years back. As we go back to the replay, as we see him at first receiver, and just the change of pace and acceleration from Warner shows why he was a pro.
Beautiful stuff there. Just one quick hard step. You mentioned it. That acceleration and burst of speed into the tackle made it a nearly impossible one to make and gives Kansas City the 7-0 lead for Kansas City. 2 losses on the day. Lost 31-7 to the Bombers. Also a 31-12 loss to Schuylkill River. But right now it's Washington Athletic Club on the front foot. But coughed that one up. Michael Hand couldn't hang on to it. A MLR Hounds, Seawolves, and Eagles 7s player just couldn't take it the distance there, Ike.
That's a shame. He's been one of my favourite players to watch today. He's such a dominant ball carrier. Just left the rock behind on that occasion.
Stay stable, keep your feet, please. Coach!
Played his college rugby down in my neck of the woods at Baylor University, but originally out of Cork, Ireland. Put in here for Kansas City. Big shove from Washington, causing all sorts of havoc there in the back of the scrum. Scooped up in the back, beautifully done. That was that was Alao that was able to rip it out of there for Washington Athletic Club. And they've got this one, but just lost it forward in the tackle. And it's Kansas City with the try-saving jar that time.
KC Reds on top early in this game. Their defense there also proving quite good. Now they've had a tough start to their play, as you mentioned, Tim. They had the 2 losses so far. As we take a look, their point differential negative 24. I believe they also played 1 more game, so there might be some more points on that as well. But they're looking to right the ship and get their 1 win to finish off pool play.
Yeah, make it negative 43 total. But on the other side, if they can take down Washington Athletic Club, it'll send them with 1 loss, and we'll look at their point differential soon. There is still a path for Kansas City. You know Pat Clifton's out there on the sideline just urging them to come forward as this one just barely gets knocked on. And that's kind of what I saw. I think you were with me, Ike. What we saw in their previous match. They swing it back and forth, but just those knock-ons have been the real bugaboo all day for Kansas City.
Yeah, they're not afraid to play, and they're a gritty team. They're very energetic. I played them a couple years ago, so they look to swing the ball. As we have a look at Washington Athletic, who are now 1-1, their point differential. So, look, 2 teams here. Washington Athletic, 1-1 now. The Reds would like to get a win. Washington Athletic will want to seal their spot in the brackets.
So quick math there. A little Texas education. Negative 43, the point differential for Kansas City. Negative 27 for Washington Athletic Club. So Kansas City has to win this one by at least 15 to get themselves in front of WAC. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half of action. Our try scorer, Colson Warner, going to slow this one down a little bit, force somebody to come up, and it's Motakana try and make the tackle there. And now they go into contact. The surge forward. Offload. Goes to deck. Ripped out of there. No clear release there. And so Kansas City will get sent back 10. Quick tap. Washington Athletic Club back on the front foot. The number 10 seed.
7.
A little behind the back pass there. They're going to call intentional knock-on against Owen Franklin, and he goes off the pitch and will spend the last couple of minutes with a player advantage for WAC.
I have to say, I thought that one was harsh. I think Franklin was going in for the tackle as we look back at the replay again there. It's the referee's decision, that's his discretion. I thought he was going in, maybe not. There's a big break from WAC.
Beautiful stuff. That's Lauina Futi able to get the assist off to the right-hand side, and Jerry Motakana is going to take the distance from there. Great work from Washington Athletic Club. That's the response they needed there. They got a player in the bin, got the space they needed to get the score.
Must take place.
That was the response that they needed. And that shows you how big discipline is in sevens. Just something as small as that, where you happen to be going for a tackle and it ends up being a knock-on, you're down a man. And that's a big contributor, unlike 15s where you're down to 14, where it plays less of a part. 6 compared to 7 is a massive disadvantage in sevens. But credit to WAC and credit to Jerry Motakana. This kid, this man actually, I should say, he can ball.
Beautiful stuff. Got the return pass there. Again, shout out to Futi, who was able to tiptoe along the edge of that touch line. This one knocked forward, says our referee. They're off the initial kick. Just couldn't hang on to it, and I think that'll take us to the break. 7-5 the score. A tightly contested first match here. We will step aside, and we've got plenty more action. 7 minutes remaining when we return from Wisconsin.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back here to the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships.
We good?
We are at the midway point, final pool play match of the day here between these two squads. It is a 7-7 matchup, all knotted up here between the Kansas City Reds and Washington Athletic Club. And right off the bat, an opportunity here for Kansas City, 25 meters out. still have a player disadvantage, so we'll see if they can get it done with a short-handed try. Beautiful little flip out to the outside, but it's a little bit back behind. That time the favor returned here for Washington Athletic Club, and it comes to fruition. Gets it there to Louis Satama. He's 5'9", just surging his way forward. No full release given. Smile on his face after driving over that midfield stripe. Bring it off here to the right-hand side. Direct traffic. Beautiful work there from Uala'au. Takes it in. Finally releases, but not quick enough, says the referee. Great defense. They were fishing in there trying to get it and earn themselves the penalty.
Yeah, I like that from the Reds. They just took their time, reminded the referee that they had a man in the bin, and now they're back up to full strength. Smart from KC.
Great work, a well-coached squad. Perennial powerhouse now, got to say that. They were here at the National Championship Tournament on the 15 side. This one lost forward. Hard done there is Laiano Futi, as he thought that the advantage should have been played, and I got to say I agree with him a little bit. Might have been able to take that one the distance as we take another look.
Yeah, as we just watch it here. Oh, maybe there was a KC Reds player tracking back. It would have been a 50-50. But yeah, tough one there for the number 8.
Set!
So everything on the line here. Again, for Washington Athletic Club, if they can get the victory, they need that to be able to still punch their ticket. That's a beautiful try coming through. Michael Hand out of Cork, Ireland, gets it down again. We mentioned him earlier. Been tremendous throughout, and try number 2 on the board.
Right in the stomach, it's a good draw.
Yeah, Michael Hand, very nice. And that's a very nice line. Great down line, well executed. So we're going to have a look at it one more time. Off the scrum. Just watch this. Perfect from Hand. Warner taking out the passing player rather than focusing on Hand.
Are we subbing number 8, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that was Futi. He got destroyed there. What a brave pass. Wow.
You go left.
Warner dropped the shoulder.
Time is still off.
And he will step off, but that is a big-time try for Washington Athletic Club. As again, they get the score there. And big-time score update on the opposite pitch. Field 1 is Schuylkill River on top of the St. Louis Bombers, 19-12. The Bombers, one of the top seeds in this tournament. It would be a huge upset if Schuylkill River could take them down. We would really have a point differential battle on our hands with possibly 3 teams with 2 wins. And it could be a really tight race. Right now, another opportunity, and it's Michael Hand again. He's already got 2, possibly 3 there. The referee's going to have a quick conversation with the AR to make sure.
Back up. I have a try, not held up. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Thank you. It'll be a try, guys. It's touched. Yeah.
And there it is. Try number 3 for Michael Hand. Ike.
He's too good. That flowing flock of red hair. He's everywhere on the field. He's such a key contributor to this WAC side. He shows up on the scoreboard, but he also shows up in other areas of the pitch as well. Truly an asset is the Irishman for this team.
So a big-time score, 2 unanswered. Actually, make that 3 unanswered tries. And really, Ike, this is not the first time we've seen this. A lot of times out here today, the first team that scores is not in the best position. The last 2 matches we've seen this. Austin Blacks had the first score. They lost a couple matches ago. Now Washington Athletic Club with 3 in a row to put themselves in great position.
It's been very interesting, but we know now that with Schuylkill potentially up and over the Bombers, they're going to need all the points that they can get. So they need to keep the pedal on the floor and get as many as they can.
Schuylkill's 1 loss of the day was just a 5-point loss, so their point differential might be better. Washington Athletic Club's really going to need to do some work, but this could be a big hindrance to that as it's Carter Price taking it the distance for Kansas City. Reds, excuse me, that's actually Zane Palmer out of Odessa, Missouri, who brings it home and gives the Reds a little bit more life now.
One of two Palmer brothers playing in this team. Great work from Zane. And as you said, Tim, that's going to throw a spanner in the works. Washington, they need all the points, but what a nicely executed move. They got the ball out to the edge. And look at the pace from the number 11, Zane Palmer. He also shrugged off a tackle brilliantly. He had a lot to do.
Schuylkill River came into this match with a 12-point positive point differential. Washington Athletic Club came in with this one with -27. But an opportunity now, as they're going to bring this one all the way back, though. Just lost it forward, says our referee. And so it's the Kansas City Reds fighting and scratching for their first victory of this tournament. Everything on the line, honor and pride on the line for these boys from Kansas City.
Yeah, so ideally it could be out of Washington's hands if Schuylkill do get the win. But KC, they're not making it easy at all. They're very much in this game. They could be on the front foot again.
And it has gone final. The St. Louis Bombers did get another try, but the final is 19-17, and Schuylkill River get that win. And unless Washington Athletic Club can put a lot of points in the next 9 seconds, it does look like these two will be left out of the quarterfinals.
Be a red line out.
Wow, what a result for Schuylkill. That is unbelievable. The Bombers have looked dominant all weekend long. But what a result from the men up in the Northeast.
Schuylkill River actually one of the only teams to get a pool play victory away from St. Louis throughout the year. So a beautifully worked effort there from them. Kansas City again looking for one final try. This one's going to go out into touch. We're on the referee's time.
Taken out by blue, yes? Red line out.
Still time on the clock here, Ike. They need a defensive stand, and to tap this one back to Kansas City.
Just going back to that, that's the Bombers' second loss this summer. Only their second, as we see Washington take it quickly.
Here they come, just throwing would-be tacklers to the deck, bumping off 1, 2. Finally, it's 3 red jerseys that take down big-time Washington Athletic player. I believe that was Uala'au with it, and that will do it. A great match in the books. Washington Athletic Club scored 3 tries in a row to get the advantage they needed and secured the victory. An incredible matchup there, Ike, and 2 very tough teams, but just maybe coming up a little short.
Yep, definitely. I think the Reds showed the grit that they have on display and that they've threatened to show across the play today. That was definitely their best game, I would say, of the tournament. But this WAC team proved too good. But unfortunately, they might not be good enough to get it into bracket play. Points difference coming into play once again this year. It showed up last year, and it might have shown up again this year.
Yeah, the fierce competition rearing its head yet again here at the National Championships. We've got another one coming up on the men's side. Beltway Elite Eagle Rock coming up next when we return from Wisconsin.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. World Rugby
Welcome back, everyone. We thank you for joining us here in Madison, Wisconsin for the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships. It's been an outstanding day of action. Final pool play match of the day here on the men's side for Beltway Elite and Eagle Rock. Beltway Elite in the white and orange shorts, taking on Eagle Rock there in the black and green. I'm Tim Wilkes, taking you through the action with USA Eagle Alicia Washington on board. And Alicia, it's been a terrific day of rugby. Both of these teams come in 1-1 with everything to play for.
1-1 on the day. Pool G is a tight affair. Beltway Elite taking the second place because of their -7 point differential, while Eagle Rock sitting at -21. So they're going to have to dig themselves out a little bit or get a clear or decisive win in this last pool play match of Pool G.
Yeah, more than likely it's going to set up between these two teams. Whoever wins this will more than likely punch their ticket. That'll give them 2 victories. The other team, Invictus, with 2 losses on the day. Old Blue with already sitting in the driver's seat with 2 wins. There's the kick through. Here come the Beltway Elite. Joanel Joseph pops that one up to himself beautifully there with a couple of soccer kicks. And now the support arrives. That one may be available there, but just in time comes the Elite. Here we go. They're going to look to punch this one in. Out the back. Johnson Ball spins it out wide. Beautiful pass, finds his target, and they're going to take it the distance. Try number 1 on the board for the Beltway Elite.
Looking like a 15 set of pick and goes there from the Beltway Elite. They are able to get the first opening try of the match, which does just set such a great tone when these teams are coming in so tight. Again, Pool G, super tight affair. Both teams are wanting to come out ahead and stay in contention for cup honors, but that only will go to the second place team.
Important conversion there, off the mark, no good. So 5-0 your score as we take another look.
Just one more look here. You can see the defender just shooting off the line, unlucky on that occasion. But the defense from Eagle Rock looking so strong, just trying to delay. But Beltway finds a way through to add 5 points. No conversion, but Beltway is ahead 5-0 over Eagle Rock.
Apologies, do not have a number 1 on the roster we're given, but we'll see if we can get that try score for you as we move through this one. Again, the Beltway Elite already on top. On the opposite side of things, it's Old Blue up 14-5 over Invictus on the other pitch. We thank you so much for joining us. Hope you've checked out old Lance Kavanaugh and Ryan Ginty in the red zone as well today, experiencing everything through this next level rugby production. Tim Wilkes and Alicia Washington taking you through the action now. Here come Eagle Rock, the number 14 seed, and just lost that one off the mitts. They had a big 21-7 victory over Invictus, showed their strength earlier, but just a mistake that time takes it out into touch. Set this one up here for Beltway Elite. Midway through the first half of action. Just one final pool match coming up next. Here we go to the near side. Here come the Beltway Elite again. Had the 19-17 victory over Invictus to start the day. They were down almost the entire match. A game-winning try with no time on the clock. So these guys have the skill and tenacity to be able to dig deep and come away with victory out of the teeth of defeat. And right now they're slung to deck here. A penalty is going to be given, not releasing the call. Here come Eagle Rock. Loose step opens things up in the center of the pitch, dishing it off now. Off to the right-hand side, Pernis. He gets corralled. Sent back here, 15 meters away from pay dirt. They'll spin it through the hands. Offload coming in there from Huvera. Still 22 meters out. They'll find some space now on the right-hand side. Another little goose step, sends one to deck. Stiff arm. Pushes away the second, but a beautiful tackle on the outside. I think that was Drummond that came away with it, slamming that door shut. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half of action. Eagle Rock still looking for their first points now. Space on the outside. One-on-one tackle made beautifully out there by Adam Wiley. Wiley out of Baltimore, Maryland, the 25-year-old. And enough defense there off their feet. Were Eagle Rock in a big-time defensive stand from inside their 22 for Beltway Elite.
Number 12.
Great defense by Beltway Elite. Truly elite in their defense. You would just love to see Eagle Rock just more direct. Just to the line, get your support there, see the offloads. They are letting the ball do the work, but at some point, you got to exploit your options in the middle.
Slow it down a little bit now. And then kick the Jets on around the corner. Offload, keeps things moving, but they were right on top of it. And a penalty is going to be given. No clear release. Got to make sure you release the tackler before you go in for the poach. He did not do so that time. Quick tap. Here we go again. Up by 5. 1 minute left to play in the first half. Another big collision. The 6'2" Adam Wiley making his presence felt out there. Second appearance here at the National Championship Tournament. 2-on-1 on the outside. Good dish there from Desroches. Off to the side to Brandon Drummond, and Drummond finds some space over the 22-meter line. They're not gonna catch him, and Brandon Drummond gives Beltway Elite their second try.
I think Beltway might have heard all of the advice I was having for Eagle Rock to just find those options one-on-one. You know, ball's doing the work side to side, and that's what's tiring out the defense. But at some point, you have to take your chances one-on-one. And when you are a player like Drummond, those chances are truly often in your favor.
Hey, you just got blood in your eye?
Yeah, if I move, it's going to get back.
Come on. We need a blood stuffer number 8.
The balls work to the edge here. Just taking on one-on-one defenders. And then just opens up into full stride. No one's in the backfield. No one coming from the other edge. A cheeky look over the shoulder, though, just to make sure how much time and space he had. But he's able to dot down the second try for Beltway Elite.
Beautifully done there, and they are starting to click on all cylinders. Beltway Elite had to come off, as Luke Desroches had to come off for a blood sub there. We heard from our referee. Shout out to the Beltway Elite coaches, Andre Vandermeer and also William Nipscher, running the show and taking Beltway Elite possibly here to the second round of action. Another beautiful run. Silvestri swims around a couple of would-be tacklers, takes it about 10 meters out. Space here on the left-hand side. Here comes Aiden Parson. Final little dish, hits the target, and Adam Wiley will take it in. His second try of the match for the construction salesman out of Baltimore, Maryland. Old Glory Academy player from back in the day gets it in for his second.
I love how you could see how much of a brotherhood they have on this squad. So much connection on the field. You can see that they're working it through the hands. They have a playbook that they're all working from. They are on the same page as a team. That's why these tries look just so confident and so easy from this Beltway side. And you heard it, possibly from the crowd, money on that conversion to slice it from the outside. Have a look at this one. Wiley dotting this down, just getting those extra feet for his kicker. And it worked out for the Beltway side. This Mid-Atlantic team looking super dominant in this third pool play match of Pool G.
See there, number 7, Roman Johnson ball takes the ball from the try scorer and slots that one through as well and extends the lead here. Again, the Beltway Elite 1-1 on the day. For the Elite, just a negative 7-point differential, so they have really boosted that up. But again, the second win here between these two squads, whoever gets that second win should be able to punch their ticket. On the opposite side, we see Invictus on top of Old Blue. Old Blue already in, so they might be playing some extra subs there. But here for Eagle Rock, same deal. 1-1 on the day. An opportunity there, negative 21-point differential. But if they're able to start stacking some tries together, They can flip this. All they need is a victory. Point differential shouldn't matter. They've got to get the win. But Ike, it's been a tough thing to do here as Beltway Elite have come out firing.
Both teams working so hard. They know that the difference between 2 and 3 in this bracket is just so tight, okay? Point differential, as you're saying, could mean nothing. All you want to get is a W, and that comes from more tries, which are favoring Beltway Elite, as we are in halftime right now. Let's see whose message is stuck a bit better once they head out. We've seen a few phases in the second half.
See the beautiful clubhouse there. Shout out to Madison United Rugby and this tremendous facility. Our 4th year out here on this tournament, and it's been a tremendous time, each and every one of them. A couple of wins back for Nav, 3 in a row. Last year it was Nova with the victory. Anybody's tournament this year. And right now it's a huge battle between Eagle Rock and Beltway Elite, trying to get their ticket punched to the quarterfinals tomorrow. Whistle sounds and Eagle Rock will send this one just over the line. Nope, not quite there. And so we'll have come back to a free kick to restart this one again. And Alicia, Beltway Elite, with those 3 tries, they've really looked to be the more potent squad so far.
Yeah, they've come around. They've experimented just as much as Eagle Rock, but they've been more direct in their attack. And I think that's really paid off with them, because they've got some serious ball carriers on their team. And look, we're going to see a bit of a probe with a kick. See if it pays off for them.
Didn't have anybody back deep, so they decided to test their luck. Just a little bit of a 15 strategy there, and they'll pin them back deep. And they'll just have to, with the kick in touch, trying to flip the pitch. We fully settled into a 15s match now, all the way back. You know, you and me, former Locks, hate to see that on the 7s pitch. But now here comes Beltway again from their own end. 2 minutes in, or excuse me, just 1 minute into this second half of action. Some strong tackles coming in and taking down Luke Desroches, who's back on the pitch, and it's ripped out of there. Here come Eagle Rock.
No release.
Not releasing the call. They'll get sent back 10. Here comes the quick tap. Seferino Pernis spins it back here to the near side. Into contact comes Eagle Rock. Able to get it out of there. See the tired legs, 3rd match of the day. They spin it out to the far side. Again, solid defense from Beltway Elite. That has been the name of the game throughout, and they get another steal. Brandon Drummond had a try. Now the steal. We've got a penalty coming, though, as I believe he might have been offsides. They'll bring it over here to the left-hand side. Joe Beckett was a beast with a couple of tries earlier. Now they've got space here on the near side. Number 1 there with the drop, and will allow the Beltway Elite to get a little bit of a breath here as they are really working hard on the defensive side.
How unlucky that was, the last pair of hands. I think we saw something very similar to that from Eagle Rock in the first half. You see that the defense is tracking across the field, and I think we all saw the try before the ball was in his hands. The first jobs first, you got to catch, and then you attack. It's also not easy when the attack is running away from the ball. That would have been a great time for a short line attacking weak shoulders. But alas, we won't see any of that. We have a scrum reset, the Beltway Elite.
Bind! Set!
No.
Here we go. Beltway Elite finished 3rd in the Mid-Atlantic. Shows just how potent that conference is. Now they've got an opportunity. Pull this one out inside their own 22, 4 minutes away from clinching their spot in the quarterfinals. They got 8th last year, made it into the quarterfinals, didn't go as they had hoped. They are looking to expand upon that this year. Taking it nice and easy, beautiful play, finding the gap here on the near side. Beautiful work through Benjamin Silvestri, finds his target back out to Drummond. Another stiff arm. Silvestri drags a defender a good 10 meters, and a beautiful clear out there from the Elite. Drummond finishes it out of there. Spins it out to the left. Aiden Parson accounting student, racking up the would-be missed tackles, and here he goes all the way through. Bit of a high tackle, doesn't matter. Aiden Parson with the try.
I was wondering if referee would find a penalty try there. It looked like very high from the defender tracking back. Referee happy to just reward the 5 with the conversion incoming. Beltway Elite just finding every way to attack here. Working through the hands, their support in the ruck is absolutely incredible, and that amount of support brings in defenders, but also leaves gaps for them to attack into which they exploited to get an extra try. Conversion is no good, but one more look at this. Just love the attack, just drawing in defenders, making them turn this way, that way, causing a bit of confusion, a bit of chaos for the defense. The tackle still looks pretty high. We're lucky to not see any cards come out. But Beltway's happy to score the try. Conversion was missed, but looking to kick off, reset, finish this game on a high.
Shout out there to the 21-year-old Aiden Parson. Catch him out at Towson University still. Now they're back on the defensive end. Eagle Rock just looking to try and get the engines cranking here. They scored 12 in their first match against Old Blue, 21 against Invictus, and now we see another spark. Through the defense they come. There's the offload. Michael Coloniu takes it the distance. Out of Sacramento, California, the student at Sacramento State gets the first try for Eagle Rock.
And you can hear the team saying, hurry, 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 get this kick under. They are worried about point differential. They'll likely end up in 3rd, but they definitely want to avoid 4th, and that point differential in their favor will help them have the best seeding heading into the bowl quarterfinal. Full complement is added. That's 7 points added by New.
In the end, Invictus actually did get the victory on the other side of the pitch over Old Blue, one of the biggest upsets for a first-year team, taking down one of the top seeds. Quick action here, Joe Beckett off the tap, off the left-hand side, beautiful spin pass, plenty of space on the outside, and Eagle Rock go back-to-back with 2 consecutive tries.
Decline kick. Okay, kick's back.
That's some smart rugby here. Declining the kick. I don't know if the message fully got to the kicker, but hopefully there's a ball ready for them at halfway. They will need to get onside at least to the 50, which is great heads-up smart rugby being played across the team here. It's a quick tap from the base. We see Michael New again probing in the middle just to get the ball out to the wing.
Plus 10.
5 points are added. Let's see if they can compound onto that with this quick kickoff.
Actually, these are hugely important now because now it's going to be between Eagle Rock and Invictus, between the 3rd, 4th place, and there is a chance here that Eagle Rock goes from sitting in 2nd to 4th after the victory earlier, and that is going to be it, Alicia. A big-time contest, and we're going to have to go to the point differential to figure this out of the pool, but a fantastic matchup between these two.
Excellent game. We will need to consult the mathematicians to see who ended up where. But let's have a look at Beltway, just how they were attacking, which is so much prowess. You can tell they have worked so hard in the regular season, in the Mid-Atlantic, to make sure that all their guys are athletic, they are fit, but they're also really great, smart rugby players. And I think that's what made the difference with them coming out ahead of this Eagle Rock side in this Pool H decider.
After this, we've only got one more left to go here in the pool play. Pool H, Austin Huns taking on Apex. When we return to Madison, Wisconsin, we've got more coming your way next.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. Worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back to Madison. We have the Austin Huns up against Apex in a crucial Pool H game. This pool, very interesting. All four teams with a win and a loss. So, the math seems to be fairly simple. If the Huns win, they should go through. If Apex win, they should also go through. My name's Ike Wrigley, and joined alongside me, former Eagle, Alicia Washington. This is a massive game, Alicia.
Ready?
Massive, and I'm really enjoying how tight Pool H is. Everyone across the pool is sitting with at least one loss. I believe the whole pool is 1-1, potentially 1-1 across the pool. So this is a massive decider for what this pool is going to shake out for. Everyone is playing for pride here. We have the Huns sitting in 4th, Apex sitting in 3rd. As I said, both 1-1. And they are looking to get through to Cup quarterfinals, but that will need to come with a win.
As we look at the Huns so far, they beat Belmont Shore, and then they went down to Mystic River. It's been fairly tight. That Belmont Shore game, that was a massive win for them, their first game. Of course, they were the lower seed in that, so it was a good upset win for them. Then they went down to the powerhouse that was Mystic River. But then Apex, in their first game of the day, they beat Mystic River before going down to Belmont Shore. So it's been a flip for both of these two teams. And as you mentioned, Alicia, that's what has made this pool so interesting, so competitive, and so good to watch. And it all comes down to this one. Can the Huns do it? The 12-seeded Huns up against the 13-seed Apex. Gavin Richards, he kicks us off, goes to his left. Great kick from him high, and it's reeled in by Apex. Reeled in really well, and they're off and racing already. They're away, and just like that, Karon Young is going to get the first score of the game 20 seconds into this match.
He said, check the time. Pointing at his watch. Check the time, folks. I had that at 21 seconds with the try being scored. Excellent work there to get lifted off the kickoff, which is not easy. To track a ball in the air like that, you're short, there's pressure on, but to come down with such pace and power, to score a try in 21 seconds, amazing start for Apex. Let's have one more look at this. He ended up in the air. Defender's going for the ball instead of the body. That's left open space for Young to exploit.
Which way are you going? Thank you.
No one's even close. Beautiful stride out here. 5 points added. No compliment with the conversion. The Huns will kick off. Apologies. Apex will kick off. Huns on the attack.
Huns with their first possession of the game as they swing it to the left, and that is run it straight from the Huns. Met well in defense by Apex. Huns are going to get the penalty here for playing the 9. Play coming slowly. Austin Willis with the tap and go. He swings it to his right. Richards at first receiver as they work the ball to the edge now. Good feet and a leg drive, but met well by Apex.
You're off your feet!
That's Hansen who was tackled.
You're off your feet.
There's going to be another penalty coming the way of the Huns.
Well spotted there by the referee. That was a clear picture. Defender was off his feet. Ruck had been formed. It just wasn't a great option to go for, and that leaves an easy attacking position for the Huns.
Huns with some space and some pace. It's a good late drive, but they're scragged down. But they're making inroads into the Apex 22 and a half. As they now work the ball to the edge. Got to say, the Huns are keeping it well, but the Apex defense is controlling them well as they're swinging it edge to edge. Doing a good job of keeping the Huns in front of them for the most part. As that's a loose pass over the head of Richards. But the Huns keep the ball well. Now space is opened up in the middle of the field. And there's a line break. Through they go. The Huns are away. Can they finish? No! What a massive tackle into touch. What last-ditch defense from Apex.
We all thought the Huns were going to turn chaos into a try there, with Nick Hansen being just dragged into touch. Defender tracking over will not be thwarted, will not be beaten. Apex hungry for some tackles here, leaving themselves with an attacking line out in their 22. Not the best field position, but after a day like they've had today and what it means to come ahead in this game, I'm sure they'll find a way to find some success here.
That ball's stolen by the Huns, and now aren't they in a good position to reply and get on the scoreboard? They go through a few defenders, and they get on the board. It's the number 14, Seymour Smith.
That was absolutely excellent leg drive. And to turn, again, more chaos into actual points this time, we have Ned Madden looking to add the extras in the conversion here. Taking their time on the kick, give their team a bit of a breather. And there's a full complement, 7 points to the Huns. Just all credit, again, to Austin here. They were able to get up in that lineout, secure possession for their own team. Seymour Smith finding a way, bringing in 3 defenders with him, but still coming down with the try, getting the ball to touch some grass. And now the Huns will have a kickoff to reset us. But we got a high one here. And it's gone 5.
What a great kickoff. What a great kickoff. That ball just went over the 10 off the bounce. And they reel it back in once more. They're now off and running again. You mentioned it, Alicia. It seems like chaos is how they are thriving at the moment. The Huns swing it left. Try scorer Smith drops it back. Huge collision. And now they're away. Austin Willis, the beneficiary. And they're going to score 2 in the space of 2 minutes.
This Hun side is a formidable 7 squad. Maybe a bit slow to start. They let Apex score first, but they've been able to answer 2 times over, and this time getting a try right in the middle of the sticks. And again, they just feel so comfortable taking their time, getting some messages on with the water. This might be a foregone conclusion, but we do need to actually have the kick to see if we're adding the extras.
You're good.
One more time. I just love that delayed switch and the ability for Chinyana to just bump defenders off of him, create some space for his teammates, and make it look so easy out there. And the excitement is palpable that this Hun side is now on top in this Pool H decider.
It was Ned Madden adding the 2 conversions there, the Australian by way of Ark State, where he currently plays college. That kickoff not on the money from the Huns. And Apex will have the ball on halfway.
Right there.
As they tap and go. 30 seconds left in this first half. And Apex would love a score to reverse the momentum that has been going the Huns' way in the last few minutes. As they swing the ball left, not afraid to take it up to the line, is this Apex team. They love taking defenders on, and look at that. Beating 3 defenders, possibly 4. Player stays on his feet, gives it to Susnevich. And just like that, they're knocking on the door of this Huns try line. Step back inside from the captain. Joseph Jackson puts it down. Hopefully he hasn't hurt himself, but Apex responds back straight away.
Yep.
Captain Jackson leading from the front there. The best Apex could finish with in this half is 14-12 with the conversion incoming. Might need some medical attention. We're hoping he's okay.
After kick, that's half.
A great response from Apex. Mentioned that, really dangerous when they take the ball to the line and when they draw in defenders. And that's going to be the half as we watch this replay one more time. Captain Jackson stepping off the right. What a great score. And with that, we will go to break and show you the second half in just a bit.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll.
We're back for the second half of this Pool H game between the Austin Huns and Apex. Apex by way of the South region. They were the champions. First time qualifier, taking the place of the LifeU men's team who were from the region last year. They've done pretty well, you have to say, their first time at Nationals. A win and a loss. And if they win this game, they could be well on their way to a bracket placing, most likely. But results have to come their way in the other game as well. Kickoff is deep. Huns take it cleanly. They're going to work out of their own 22. That's a loose pass. Great hands. And they're able to work it safely out to the wing. Some footwork on beating the first defender. And they find support as well. This is great play until Apex swoop in and steal the ball right back. It's their turn to attack.
Need a way quicker.
And that's going to be a penalty as well coming the way of Apex. They tap and go quickly. They take it straight into the teeth of this Huns defence. Great clear out. Paris drops it backwards, but he takes it cleanly. It's a great tackle. Another penalty coming away. Got to be careful. Also got to be careful to get back 10 as the try scorer Young takes it up to the line. They spread it wide. Great pickup off the shoelaces. And into the corner they go. Jesse Hamilton with the finish for Apex.
Apex looking to come out of the halftime with all the steam heading in their favor. That's excellent work through the team. They were living a bit on the Huns' errors and lack of discipline. I think we saw 2 penalties in a row. I do wonder if referee is questioning maybe a captain chat or maybe just heading to the pocket for the next one. But for now, we'll have our kick incoming. Apex now ahead by 3. Can they make it? 5-point lead.
Great connection to that one. Just across the face.
Penalty called here by referee. I think Apex was trying to signal for a not 10. They might have had some justice in that call, but beautiful hands across the park here. Picked up from the shoelaces, but that just leads to early pass. Early catch leads to early pass, leads to clean try on the edge.
Cisnevich puts it into orbit. That's a great take from the Huns. We saw Karan Young earlier in this match, 20 seconds in. Took it to the house off the restart. The opening kick of the match for Apex is the Huns. They look to respond. Brilliant footwork out onto the edge. They need support at the ruck, but they're going to get the penalty. Apex were off their feet at the breakdown. Madden with ball in hand. Sees some space, throws a couple dummies, goes back the other way, finds support now. Akalawa. He gets the arms free, offload coming, ball on the deck. It's bouncing around. There's going to be a knock-on for the Huns. Referee didn't want to play advantage. There was a lot going on there. Probably the right call.
Both teams here just get to settle a little bit. This is a set-piece move and location they would have seen dozens of times in training throughout the week leading into nationals and throughout their regular season. Imagine both are looking to create a great platform, both attacking and defensively. Let's see what the Huns are able to make of it here as they are down by 3 points, but Apex comes away with it.
Big steal from Apex. They look to go on the attack once more. That's a brilliant steal from try scorer Smith. He links up to my ex-teammate Clayton Means. Clayton Means drafted after spending time at Lindenwood. As the Huns look to go to work, they swing the ball wide. Oh, great footwork as well. Leaves the defender in his wake. Oh, and the link up. Vakalawa is there. What a brilliant show of feet from Vakalawa and the Huns.
This is becoming a very, very tight match here. Scores have switched around. 14-7. Apex trying everything they can to hold on to their former lead, but the Huns just finding the try line so much easier in the second half. Coming out of the gates, firing, and just working the ball through the hands and just seeing space and maximizing on the picture that is in front of them. And that is the difference between the teams that make it next round towards the cup or next round towards the bowl. Look at these dancing feet. Not sure Huns are known for their tap dancing skills, but these Huns definitely are. Vakalawa, just so smooth off his right foot. Able to get 5 extra points. We heard the whistle for the 2 points added. Huns kicking off again.
Huns kick deep, finding grass. Great play from them as they look to pin Apex back with just a minute and a half to go. It's a good tactic that they've opted for. But now they've got to defend. As Apex, they've got a long way to go, but a brilliant turnover from Apex as Means taps and goes quickly, and there's space. Vakalawa steps inside, he gets another one. Huns on top in Madison.
That right foot step from Vakalawa is so dangerous. Has left defenders chasing shadows. You can see maybe a little bit of exhaustion setting in. Yep, he's asking for a sub himself. But if kick takes full time, I believe we still will have another kickoff in this. But this point differential, the score difference that we're looking at right now is a bit too much for Apex to overcome, even if there is another kickoff incoming. We hear the whistle, we see the flag go up. Huns living off Apex's penalties. We're just playing such good heads-up rugby. There could have been an easier try, maybe out wide, but again, that right foot is so dangerous with the step back in for Vakalawa to put the final nail in the coffin for the Apex to ensure a win for his team as a referee calling in a few last-minute subs in this Pool H 3-4 decider.
Time's back on.
Huns restart, clock is in the red as they look to get the bounce and go out. They kick deep once again. That one too deep. It's going to stop in goal and Apex can bring it back to the halfway line. Score 11 points, too much of a deficit for Apex to get the win. They'd love to get a try and get some momentum heading into the later rounds. They go to their right. Ebert with a strong carry. This is Nevic at first receiver. Knock on there. And that's going to do it for Pool H. And with that, the Huns go up 2-1. And they have most likely secured their spot in the bracket.
What a hard way. Definitely a hard way to end this game because we could see how well Apex started the match. They're coming out of this with 17 points to the Huns 28. And the Huns just looking so comfortable from 1 through 12 to be able to get the ball through the hands, use their space wisely, play some good heads-up rugby. And one more look at this beautiful right step from Vakalawa that ensures his team's win.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.